How's a cigar?
Not bad, but sometimes I prefer a pipe. I've been meaning to get one for ages. I left the old one in
Blackwater, I know. Well, if I find one, you can have it.
Hey, you are a gentleman, Mr. Morgan. I raised you well.
Don't take too much pride in your work.
Go easy. And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice.
There is a very small window to easily trigger the Dutch pipe request at the start of Chapter 2. Arthur is still in his gunslinger outfit. Hosea has just handed him that cup of coffee, and Dutch has given his speech about the camp needing its slice. We need to move Dutch into the front of his tent, and the gramophone needs to be playing opera. We could leave camp and return, or stay and do some chores. Let's do some chores. We can craft some health items with the ginseng and yarrow Hosea gave us, and cook the venison from the hunting mission with Charles in Chapter 1. In addition to the supplies, we'll get some Deadeye points, and we really need to start working on our Deadeye at the first opportunity. Okay, let's check on Dutch. Can you hear the music? Here we go.
Hi there.
Note the prompt in the lower left-hand corner. That's what we're looking for with most of these camp requests.
Arthur,
How's a cigar?
not bad, but sometimes I prefer a pipe. I've been meaning to get one for ages. I left the old one in
Blackwater, I know. Well, if I find one, you can have it.
Hey, you are a gentleman, Mr. Morgan. I raised you well.
Don't take too much pride in your work.
Okay, there's the pipe. Let's get our horse sorted. The Perlino Andalusian is up north. She has a beautiful creamy white coat with pink overtones. Here is your location, Brandywine Drop, around the R in Roanoke Ridge, by the waterfall. If the horse isn't here, make a save and reload, or leave the area and return.
Whoa, whoa!
Okay, now. Go easy. Easy. Whoa. Hey, now. Easy there. There's a girl. You're okay, girl. It's okay.
This is easily one of the best horses in the game. The Andalusian is a war horse, strong and brave. Certainly not the fastest horse in the game, but one of the most fearless. At level 4, this horse comes in at a very impressive 10 health and 6 stamina. Excellent at missions, okay at hunting. Not the horse you want to race, but then again, how can you say no to that beautiful coat? Moving on, here we are in West Elizabeth. The map is forthcoming, be patient. Dutch's pipe is in that cabin, along with a 3-star grizzly bear. Approach from the rear. The bear will come out and say hi. I wouldn't recommend bringing just any horse here, an Ardennes for sure, or the Andalusian. Any other horse will just complicate things when they throw you. Use a rifle and express ammo or an improved arrow. You need a headshot, and conveniently that bear has a giant head and is heading straight for you. It's an easy target if you don't panic.
Go easy, girl.
The pipe is on the desk, along with a typewriter, which in 1899 is a very high-tech, expensive piece of equipment. I wish we could take that to Seamus. And here is your map, Vetter's Echo, northeast of the W in West Elizabeth. There's a bunch of supplies in here. So we have a watch, some candy, and a cigarette card. Note the initials with the matchsticks, exactly what a writer with writer's block would do. And then, in the drawer on the left-hand side of the desk, we have 2 poems, A Day's Walk and Dear Annabella, which we can read later. And also a message carved in the base, You want punishment. This is a cheat code that will raise your wanted level. Not really a big fan of cheat codes, personally, but can we take a moment to discuss the carving? I don't know if you know fonts, but he added serifs to the letters, which are those little projections or tails at the end of the letters. Think Times New Roman or Garamond. A very old-timey look, and again, exactly what a poet with writer's block would distract himself with. Moving on. The price of a new typewriter in 1899 was around $100, with an average wage being about $5 a week or $1 a day. A new horse would have been around $150, so this typewriter pretty much costs as much as a car. Arthur really should be able to take this. And on an unrelated tangent, perhaps this is the typewriter used to write the sermon in the UFO shack. I am certain everything in this game connects in one way or another. There's also some potent miracle tonic and a body we can't loot, and a whole lot of blood on the floor. There's also a cigarette card on the porch, and this looks like a cigarette card, but I believe it's a seed packet. And don't forget the bear, he's a 3-star.
Yeah, you good, girl?
Meanwhile, back at camp, we can give Dutch his pipe.
So?
He will give us some spurs, which he stole, which may seem charming, but to me it feels like they have less value to him. But they're nice spurs, I shouldn't complain. I like to complain.
Found you a pipe.
Well, will you look at that? You want these? I stole them anyway.
Sure, why not?
And then I cannot recall ever seeing Dutch smoke that pipe. Charles smokes a pipe. I'm sure you've noticed. But we got a 3-star grizzly out of the deal and a bunch of supplies, so we came out ahead. I'm Super Antonio. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your views. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for daily Red Dead Redemption 2 content. We shall meet again. Further on down the trail.
Yeah, there's a girl.
Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about.